Hi guys, welcome back to In the Now. This is a series where we get to know more about the people that have been around in the community for a long time. Before we start, I wanted to say this one was, I guess, since I started my new Discord this year, I wanted to do the first recommendation I got there. Also, you might also notice that you might be hearing a little bit of an echo. That is from our guest, Tsukirou.
Hi, everybody.
So are you ready for your questions?
Yeah. Let's do this.
Alright, so you know what the first question is, don't you?
Yes, I do.
It is, how long have you been playing for?
So, I've been playing Mabinogi since around 2009. I was introduced to this game by my aunt and uncle when I was around, just finishing middle school.
What? Your aunt and uncle actually got you into this game? What? I've never heard that kind of story.
Right? No. It was interesting, because growing up, I never got to really see them physically.
Oh.
So, because we lived in different countries.
Oh, I see.
And so it was kind of a cool way for us to kind of bond from a distance. They were like, hey, we're really into this game called Mabinogi. I think you and your brother would be really interested in playing. And so we downloaded it. At the time, it was like with dial-up and DSL internet. So it's like hours on hours to actually download the game. But I remember just starting it up, making my first elf character, and just went from there. It was just something that was just really special to my childhood.
Yeah. I mean, that's a really sweet story, and like I said, I've never heard someone getting into Mabinogi that way before. That's really odd, but also, yeah, just very sweet.
Yeah,
I'm curious, do they still play?
No, they don't.
Oh, man.
I don't think they've played since, gosh, I don't, we played together for a good maybe 3 years. My first 3 years of high school, we played, a good handful just whenever, because there was such a large time difference between, America and Australia. I would have to be up, very late at night, and then, so it would probably be on, weekends, and then we'd be able to run random things. Dungeon, they would help with, the first 7 generation, stories. Yeah. It was, they were playing for some time, and then, life happened, I got really busy, high school kind of picked up, and, they started, trying to figure out stuff with making their own family, and jobs, and, so.
That's really awesome, though. I'm glad they got you into the game. So,
it was something that I really liked. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. So we're near your guild stone. I just want to show that off.
Yeah.
Do you want to maybe talk a little bit about your guild?
Sure. Yeah. So, Clan is a guild that is very near and dear to me. So yeah, I've been like I said before, I was playing since around 2009ish, but it was very on and off, and I didn't really start playing it very seriously until maybe about a little bit after the merge happened. Just because I was seeing advertisements about all the different servers are going to start merging together, and it'll make this really big server, and obviously everyone has their own little opinions on that.
Yeah.
But I thought it was something really cool, so my brother and I started to play the game again, and so that's when I first started meeting some of my now really, really close Mappy friends. At one point, one of them decided, hey, we should make a guild together. And so he created Clan. I wasn't the first leader of Clan.
Okay.
Friend Seka decided to make the guild. Just wanted to be something small, something fun for us to just come back to, something very homely.
You know? Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So it was like that for quite some time. And, you know, as many things happen with guilds in the game, you know, things change over time. Things happen in life, different things happen, and then lo and behold, you know, life kind of changed things. Saika had to kind of move on to different things, and I ended up becoming leader of the guild about, say, maybe around eight or so months ago.
Oh wow, that's actually pretty recent.
Yeah, kind of like lost track of time, and a lot of things have happened since, but yeah, since then it's been quite a interesting experience for me, because it's just like, here I am, like a little bit after merge, just I'm just here to play the game for fun.
Well, hopefully it's a good experience though.
In many ways, yes. I can't say it all was.
Yeah, no, I get that. I used to be a guild leader at one point too, so. But yeah, it's the good stuff that kind of holds you, right?
Oh, definitely. Just like all the experiences themselves just become things that are very near and dear to me. Like, just, man, like, so many memories of, even though I've only been playing this game seriously over the past, like, 2 years now? Well, I feel like it's, like, too many stories to count. Like, very silly ones.
I don't expect you to, like, tell me every story or anything, don't worry.
No. For sure.
So I guess, going on, what is your favorite color?
Oh.
Or you
silver.
I was gonna say you don't know your favorite color. What?
It's like, let me think about it.
Is
too many to count. Huh.
Do you usually like
silver
with anything?
It's usually my kinda. Oh, like in terms of like stuff
maybe,
in game.
Yeah, I guess maybe Mabi.
Well, it's kind of hard to find like a really good like. So like unless it's like a very like specific
like
metal guy. Yeah.
You're two-toned eye. You've got a like silver eye.
Sure, there's that too. But yeah, I mean like I'd be like going short of going into like really, really flashy dyes.
Oh jeez.
I mean yeah, which I'm not here for that. I'm not gonna be doing that kind of thing and like really stressing people and getting people into seizures myself. So yeah, like I don't know, just like it's my favorite color, but otherwise I kind of just really like incorporating very, you know, black and white kind of in the spectrum kind of tones within my characters' outfits.
I mean, I like your character's outfit, so
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, are there any other names you would like to shout out? I guess I should have asked that before. I mean, I guess you didn't give your aunt and uncle's name, which, I mean, I feel like that might be a little bit too much anyway, but are there any names that you would like to shout out, I guess?
Well, shoutouts to my guild, of course. You guys have been awesome ever since when I became leader, and even before that. You know, you all have grown so much, both in-game and as people, and I can't tell you how proud I am to be part of that. Specific shoutouts to Aziel, to Lilyheart, to Rena, to Neko, to Dari. Gosh, too many names to count.
Yeah, don't be afraid. You know, if there's a lot of names, you know, I'm sure they know that you would have said their name if you could just constantly keep spouting names.
Like, just know that just know if I haven't said your name, don't think I'm not thinking. Like, you guys have been awesome. You all have made my Mabi experience the most fun I've ever had in a game in my life.
That's so sweet.
Even if I'm not saying your name, I know yes. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked about this before. We were about to actually talk about his job before we did the interview, but now we can actually talk about it. I had to like tell him to not tell me. But what is
Oh my God.
what's your job?
Funny enough, I wouldn't necessarily call it a job per se.
Oh, okay.
So, in real life, I'm actually a medical student.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's
Doing
been
the good work.
I guess, good work to say the least. Yeah, but I can't help but feel privileged to be in the situation I'm at, because it did take a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort.
Mm-hmm. Especially about now, right?
Oh, especially now, yeah. In the midst of everything going on in real life, it's definitely not something I ever would have expected,
Yeah. That's really cool, though. I commend you.
Thank you, yeah. Even right now, I'm feeling the exhaustion from it, just after work. It's all worth it. It really is.
You said you might want to kind of go into the advice thing with the whole job thing. Did you want to do the advice question now? Instead of
advice thing with the job thing?
Yeah, like instead of ending with it, we could just do it now.
Well, I don't know about in terms of an advice aspect, but I guess because how you like end your stuff with just like things that you'd like to say that people may like to know and whatever. As is the nature of how my work and what I want to get myself into. Just as somebody who's been as someone who's been in Mabi for this amount of time, I haven't been on it as long as others have, for sure. Like, I've only taken this seriously about 2 years, but I've gotten the privilege of learning and meeting so many people through this game. Everyone has different stories, many good, many of them bad. Some of them could even bring some people's tears to some people's eyes.
Yeah,
because people don't live easy lives. They don't. They
definitely,
really don't.
Yeah.
Especially now. So I guess in my aspect, best thing I can say is, we all play this game in ways that help us enjoy it either in our own ways, essentially. Mm-hmm. Be it just for the content, for the fun, for the people, for the grind, for showing that you're, the strongest in game, whatever you believe. But never forget to take care of the player behind the screen. Don't forget to take care of you.
That sounds so... I feel like I could hear that in like a movie. Does that make any sense? It's so inspirational.
Oh my gosh. I mean it though. Just
no, I know.
I tell this to my gillies all the time. Like, we are all people in the end of this. Like, we play this for the fun, but after everything I've seen, both like the fun stuff and sometimes the drama that happens in this game. Jesus. Don't forget that you're all people. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Be there for each other. Be there to have fun. I'd like to leave with that in terms of like also, and I'll link you these things too if you want to give this out to people.
Okay.
Just because it's stuff that I've looked up because of people's stories that they've told me. Two things I'll leave with. One, obviously people have it hard, and I hear enough stories about this as we go through this game. Probably at some point I'll link, not really link, but it's like, here's the number to, obviously, the suicide hotline in case of people that feel like they're very at the end of their rope. I've had the experience from this game of meeting people that have gone into very dark places and use this game as a way to really try to escape that.
Yes, yep. I can say I'm one of those people.
Yeah. One thing that's kind of something I've learned as well, being someone that's called that like myself, not really for its, the thought of purpose, but for somebody else, is that you don't need to be that far down to call. It could even be for the simple things. It could be for you're anxious about something. You just need someone to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
It could be there. That's something that, funny enough, I never knew about until I called. Like, it doesn't have to be at the time that you're at your wit's end. It could be even just for the smallest things, and they're there for you. As someone who has people and knows people that has worked in it, I can tell you by first-hand experience that is definitely something that could be of benefit to somebody listening.
Yeah, I can definitely see that being really helpful to someone.
Yeah. And then second thing is something I'll link to you as well after this is this thing called the 211 number. What was it? If you're living in the States, there's this thing called the 211 number that's it's like a federal service that helps people, especially in a time like this where there's so much uncertainty, be it financially, be it finding services for people and loved ones. The 211 number is something that can be helpful for others. That if you need something like food, clothing, shelter, rent assistance, utility assistance, mental health resources, physical health resources, access to services for people of non-English language, youth and family support, and help for people with disabilities. This is kind of the go-to number that I've given patients myself, and I think would be of benefit for somebody listening maybe.
Yeah, that would be great. I will definitely put those in the description below. If you send me those after the interview, that would be really wonderful. Yeah. I think it would help someone out there, or right. Maybe multiple people. Who knows?
Who knows, right? Yeah, like this is my way of giving back to a community that has given a lot to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's my way to hopefully start 2021 with something happy and something helpful.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. That's a great thing to do in the new year. So yeah, I wish I could have asked you some more questions. We are running a little over, but
oh, okay.
Sounds so bad, but see, normally, usually I do these interviews over 15 minutes for people that are listening. I usually do these around the 15-minute mark. Sometimes they go over, but I try to get the most out of somebody, but it's actually going to like over 20 minutes at this point, so I don't want it to be too long. What I will say, though, is that I had a wonderful time asking you the little questions that I did, and I do really want to recommend that people, if they have more to ask you, to not be afraid to come ask you. Obviously, you guys at this point can see how much of a sweet guy he is, and he's definitely here to answer those questions.
Oh my gosh.
Totally recommend. But I will leave with that. So thank you for doing this with me.
Oh, of course. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome, and thank you for being my first of the year as well. It's a really great start, especially with the advice. That's so good.
Yeah.
Such a good support.
Like I said, just something that can help others in a time like now.
Yeah. Okay, so
while we're in the nap. Haha. Sorry. Oh man, there's a guilty mind that's gonna like grill me for that after. Anyway.
Well, I mean, I'm about to do my own thing, and that is, I will see you guys in the now. Goodbye.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.